But to cut a long story short, we got there in the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we had a bit of exercise as well, so it was a bonus. It wasn't such a bad thing after all, was it?
It wasn't a bonus, so I got onto the coach hot and sweaty, and you even said to me when we got to London, you said, "Is that you smelling?"
Someone
You said to me, "Is that you smelling? Because if it's not me, it's you."
Someone smelt of BO.
But it was actually quite an important day. Not only were we going to London to watch Chris Rock, but it was actually local football team Bristol City were in the playoffs to go into the Premiership, the English Football Premiership.
Yeah.
So we got to London.
Oh, yeah. Oh, then what?
Then what? Well, we were looking for a pub that showed football, which you wouldn't think would be that difficult, would you? You wouldn't think that in London you'd struggle to find a pub showing a playoff between two teams to get into the Premiership, which is the top league in England.
Yeah.
So we went to pub number 1, the Shakespeare, in London. They didn't even have a TV screen.
Yeah.
We went to another pub. No. We asked some girl stood outside some sort of delicatessens, but we couldn't really understand what she was saying because I think she was foreign.
She was foreign.
Yeah. You said, "Can you tell us where there's a pub that?" Because we thought, let's not ask someone that's just because in London, right? If you pick a random stranger walking down the road and say, "Where's Piccadilly Circus?" Yeah, they'll say, I don't know, I've never been here before. Or something like that.
Who talks like that?
That's a French accent.
No, bloody that one, French.
Yeah, but if you ask someone that, yeah, the chances are they're on holiday as well, they're a tourist as well. So Andy chose somebody stood outside a shop,
Yeah?
and she was foreign.
I thought she was a local, she had a uniform on, the uniform of that shop, and I thought she'll know where it is.
And what did she say when you asked her where?
She said she didn't know in a foreign accent, and I can't do accents, but she said, "I don't know," something like that.
Right.
Said, "Thanks for nothing."
Someone then pointed us to a pub, and we went to this pub, and it did have a TV on, but it was actually Sky Sports News, but not the actual match. And we asked the bloke behind the bar, and he wasn't foreign, but
He told us where to go to watch the football. So, and apparently the pub to watch it was 10 minutes walk away, yeah?
yeah, but it wasn't quite that straightforward, was it? Because this bloke, he spoke pure London.
No,
I said to him,
that was the bloke on the street.
No, it was bloke
Oh,
in the
right,
pub.
was
It
it?
bloke in the pub. I said to the bloke in the pub, "Are there any bars nearby that would be showing the football?" He said, "What did he say?"
Well, he said, "What ya? Alright, mate. Apples, £20 a pound."
What was you doing, Doc?
Yeah. Now, can you understand that? Because I didn't know what the hell he was talking
Well,
about.
the bloke said, Andy basically said afterwards, he said, the minute he said, "Alright," after he said, "Alright," you didn't understand a word he said.
He was talking pure London.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what
He sent
he
us
was
to the
talking
Strutting
about.
Arms or something like that.
Yeah.
Go, for the benefit of the audience once more, do your London accent, your London impression. What did he say?
Alright, mate. What ya? Apples, £20 a pound. Apples and pears.
What about a bit about Dot?
Dot.
Dot from EastEnders.
Yeah, what was that bit?
Shut up, Dot, you can.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You know. Oh, you just no, it wasn't. Don't want the car. It was you care. That was just anyone from the Queen Vic. Yeah, I didn't understand it. Yeah, he was just speaking London. Does anyone speak London? Does anyone speak London?
Alright, Mary Poppins. So we found the pub in the end, and again, to cut a long story short, they weren't showing the football either. And we found another bar, and Andy, just proving he's a real country bumpkin, a real local, or yokel. We're in this pub and they didn't have a TV, and Andy gets out his portable radio.
Hang on a minute, you've jumped ahead of step.
Well, that's because it's getting late.
We eventually got to the pub that they said, and what game were they showing? They were showing football.
But they weren't showing Bristol City.
We want to see Bristol City, Hull City.
Yeah.
And all they were showing was Rangers, Queen of the South, in the Scottish Cup final. Who's interested in that? We're in England, and they're showing a Scottish game. And there's like an English game, you know, where it's Premiership, you know, the winner goes to the Premiership. Oh, I don't know. I don't bloody know. Do you know?
I don't know.
Why were they showing a Scottish game in England? Anyway, yeah, so we went to another pub, didn't we? And I got the radio out